my name is Ana Doak and welcome to Nanay Anay. This is like the part 2 of the series that we started last week.
Things to know before moving to the Philippines.
Yes, so yeah, that's it. So this is part 2. And then, so yeah, again, Alex and I have been married for 15 years. We have 10 children. 10. We have 10 children. And so if you want to know more about our family here in the Philippines, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you will get updated of our videos here at Nanay Anay. And so yeah, let's continue. So part 2, things to know before moving to the Philippines. Number 11.
Prepare for heat and humidity all year round. There's no such thing as seasons here. I come from the Midwest where we have a very clear summer, winter, fall, and spring. Over here, there's none of that. Nothing even close. They have a wet season and a dry season. And yeah, it's just, one season it rains every other day, the other season it rains every third day.
Yeah, like right now, I'm fanning right now myself because it's super, super hot. Yeah, so yeah, it's not like I'm telling you like it will be different in different islands. No, it's the same, the whole country.
100% humidity every day, all day, all year round.
Yeah.
What about Bukidnon?
Bukidnon is still humid, very humid, but not hot. Yeah. It's a little cooler.
There are some very high elevation areas.
Yeah, you will have a cooler, but it's still humid. Next, number 12. Before moving to the Philippines, you can actually buy most clothings here. Like there's Nike place here, Adidas,
brands.
Old Navy. You can buy those over here. But, if you're a plus size, you probably should bring your clothings here. Or otherwise, if you're a plus size, if you're really tall, like my husband is like 6 feet 3 inches. So he needs some, like he can't buy pants over here.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. And also with Pip, he also cannot buy easily. We cannot buy shoes for him here easily. So we have to ask my mother-in-law to buy him clothes, or sometimes we have to order from Amazon, like his underwears, his boxers. We have to order from Amazon and ship it over here.
Might as well know everything.
But yeah, it's just like, if you're a plus size, but if you are really that average American size, like really small, not average American size, everybody there is tall and big. But I would say, but if you are, on the small side, there you go. If you're in the small, short side, you can really like buy most of those clothing over here. Yeah. So again, and the reason I brought up about pants, because here in our country, you cannot easily go in a government places if you're wearing shorts or if you're wearing slippers.
There's some government offices that require
the Bureau of Immigration
pants, long pant legs.
Yeah, the Bureau of Immigration.
And shoes.
Yes, and the DFA, like those places.
And I go months without wearing pants. Or shoes here.
Yeah, and I remember
always shorts, always sandals.
Yes, I remember we went to the DFA, Department of Foreign Affairs, to get passport for me and my 2 children. And then at the gate, the security guard asked my husband, he can't go inside because he's wearing shorts. So the security guard told me, hey ma'am, why don't you go downstairs and buy some pants for your husband? And I told the guy, Kuya, I will give you, again, this is a security guard, Kuya, I will give you 5,000 pesos if you can find my husband pants. Because it was just like, he's asking a very impossible things, I can never buy my husband pants
at the mall.
Yeah, it's just like, it was just like, no, I was like, impossible.
Gigantor, I don't fit in the clothes here.
Yeah, so. And then, Alex, we went also to the Bureau of Immigration. I just want to share this story. We also went to the Bureau of Immigration, and again, Alex, Buddy, and Mike cannot go inside because they were wearing flip-flop, They were asked to wear like shoes. And so Alex had this bright idea, hey, why don't we start selling shoes here outside of the Bureau of Immigration with different sizes? So it's like, they can even just rent it,
shoe rental.
Yeah, shoe rental.
a great business right outside the immigration office. You just get a whole bunch of different clown shoes, right? Make them look as ugly as possible, and then you just pay 50 pesos to wear shoes for 20 minutes, or for an hour.
Yeah, so that was like funny. Yeah, I feel like, I don't remember.
I feel like it's a good business.
We're giving them ideas, Ty. Next, okay.
Next topic, bad business ideas in the Philippines, right? There you go, there's one.
Next, the country is mostly a cash basis. On the mode of payment here is really cash. Right, Ty?
Yeah.
Yeah, cash. It's like back in the US.
Credit cards are rare. Nobody knows how to process a credit card. I mean, maybe at some of the larger malls you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, but at the wet market, there's no credit card.
Yeah, certainly not at the wet market. At the
drivers, if you go to a tricycle or
you need
taxi.
Cash. You need coins. You need cash.
You need cash. Although there's already now a thing that's called GCash.
Yeah,
so,
let's pick it up in popularity.
So those expats who are planning on coming here in the Philippines, when you enter the airport, as you arrive at the airport, there's always like a stall, for a Smart or a Globe SIM card that they sell SIM card. Buy a SIM card immediately, activate it immediately, and then, and then you buy also some data, and then you can really do GCash. So GCash is actually safer to go around, instead of bringing a lot of cash with you, because a lot of people also have GCash. GCash is an app that you use on your phone to pay. It's almost equivalent to paying cash. But in all cases, like at a tricycle or a taxi, they don't have GCash, so you have to pay cash. And so it's like,
Even a lot of restaurants can't accept credit cards most of the time.
Most of the time. So rare. Maybe if a restaurant is inside the mall.
Or if it's a major chain, like a Jollibee or McDonald's. Probably.
Number 14. Buying things that are more likely rubbish.
Oh, well, the quality of what you buy here, it's like all Chinese knockoffs.
Well, some things also in the US are also Chinese. Made in China, I mean.
Right, but here it's really affordable, and they're really low quality. They won't last you very long. They break very easily. They get very, very brittle.
Yes.
Plastic
and almost everything.
Brooms.
Like automotive parts. Bicycles.
I don't have a lot of experience with that stuff. It's just junk that you can buy from the malls and stuff. Doesn't last very long. What else? Light bulbs tend to burn out frequently.
Yeah, LED, even if they're LEDs.
Doorknobs,
doorknobs.
Water fixtures, just little trinkets that you buy. It just all wears out really fast. Chairs, tables. They don't last longer. Like I remember in the US when I had to fix my children's bicycle, it was only a one-time fix. But over here, it's like, you have to be changing their tires constantly, even if you buy the best, I feel like even if you buy the best one, it's still gonna break very fast. But anyway, so that's it. So you expect, it would be not of a good quality. So lower your expectations. The price is right for what you get.
Yes, that's it. Number 15, things to know before moving to the Philippines. Generator.
Yeah, get a generator if you need constant power, because the power cuts out frequently. In the US, it was less than once a year that you would experience a power outage, and it was almost associated with some major natural disaster or some local incident where somebody ran into a telephone pole or something like that. But in the Philippines, every week,
you will get sometimes
sometimes multiple times a week. I mean, it depends on the city you're in. Sometimes you might go a month before you get a power outage, but it's still very common, even in the major cities, to go without power for a day or two every month.
Yep, and if you are an expat who's planning on working remotely over here in the Philippines, then generator should be a must for you. Because if you need to work, if you need to work, in certain hours like you do,
but you can get pretty far with batteries as well.
With your cell phone?
No, I mean like a battery. You buy like a power supply.
But then sometimes we have power outage that would last all day.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get the right size power supply and have one dedicated for your internet.
And your router.
Internet and router, that should last a good 8 hours, right? If you're just powering those two things. Then if you have a laptop, the laptop should have, you know, enough juice to run 6-8 hours.
Or if you
Depends
have
on the
many
laptop.
children who needs to sleep with at least a fan blowing at them.
Yeah, I mean, the generator helps you get through the night because it's real hot.
Yeah.
And if you get a generator big enough, you could even potentially run an air conditioner on it. We don't do that, even though our generator is large enough to run multiple ACs.
Because the gasoline is so expensive.
Yeah, anyway, so we run fans and noisemakers at night to
Yeah.
help everybody stay sleeping. But generator is a big plus because of the power outages.
Yes. Number 16.
Living costs are low.
Yeah, compared to the Western, you know.
As long as you're willing to lower your standard of living
Oh, true.
to some degree.
Oh, yeah.
Be a little
I know.
bit flexible, you can save a lot of money.
Yeah, we talked about this last night. Like, if you are a Westerner who still want to live a Western life here, then it will be not cheap.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want all the same amenities that you had in the US, well, some of the stuff you just can't get, like Amazon same-day shipping or next-day
yeah.
shipping, like those kinds of conveniences just do not exist here.
Yeah.
Well, the foods, you can go out of your way
yeah.
to get the foods, but sometimes you'll be paying more
Yes.
for the same foods than you would in the US if you want this exotic thing called a hamburger, right? It's kind of weird, you know. People
True.
typically don't eat those over here.
Yes, like no, they eat hamburger here, but the hamburger here, the pizza here is so different than the pizza
you
and the
might
hamburger.
call it a hamburger.
Yeah.
But it's not really like a hamburger.
Like
hamburger.
there's a spam inside.
You put
It's
a piece of spam.
It's not a hamburger, it's a spam burger.
Yeah, and the pizzas have ketchup.
Yeah.
Like some of them literally use ketchup as the pizza sauce.
Yeah, instead
it's
of
just
pizza
crazy.
sauce. Yep.
So you can ask for something, you never know quite what you get. So it's good to experiment.
Now I remember what I was gonna say. Like a lot of expats really think that some of them also would expect that they would live like a king if they have a $500 recurring monthly
or something,
pension, yeah, or even $1,000. Again, that is not true. I mean, you have to be very careful. Again, you have to communicate to the expats, like what we've discussed before. Communicate to the expats wherever you wanted to live. Ask them what's the cost of the electricity over there and everything. The cost, you know, electricity is expensive. It's still expensive, you know, electricity. But the house rental is really cheap. Like you can get an apartment for at least $400. If you find an apartment for $400, that's actually like cheap. Next, number 17. Tata, read this one.
Basketball is huge. It's a big sport over here.
Yeah.
There's basketball courts all over the place. You'll see them in even the smallest little towns.
Yes.
They'll almost always have a basketball court that they also use for drying rice.
Oh yeah.
Right? Right?
Yeah, and it's even like the basketball court where the it's not even concrete, you know, where they play, it's like just pebbles, you know,
Sometimes,
like
yeah,
dirt.
might be.
Yeah. But again, basketball is so huge here in the Philippines. So yeah, like they know most NBA players, you know, they're a big fan of the basketball, big time. So if you are tall, like my husband, they thought that he is also like a basketball player because he's tall, and they have no clue that, you know.
There's a whole country of tall people who do not play basketball.
True. Number 18, get ready for karaoke. Karaoke is really big over here. Like people here, like, you know, at the beach, you know, like there's some hut at the beach that has karaoke machine. Like during Christmas or birthday or fiesta, you will hear like different houses playing karaoke, you know, and it's like, yeah, you go to a bar, you go to a restaurant, like you would really hear people singing, you know. So yeah, Philippines is big into karaoke.
Yeah, be careful if you're living next to a bar or a restaurant.
Oh yes.
Because they'll keep you up all night with
Or
the
at the
karaoke.
beach.
At the beach too, you know, sometimes if you are traveling and stay at a hotel, they might have karaoke late into the night. And so that's why we're such advocates, and we've invested in International Noisemakers Incorporated. Noisemakers are your friend when you're traveling and living in the Philippines, because
so if you want to sleep at night,
your next door neighbor will have a rooster that'll wake you up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, or a dog barking.
Or a dog barking. Or you just hear your neighbors talking because the homes are so close, right?
Yes.
Again, we talked about the homes not being soundproof. You really need a noisemaker to drown out all the background noise that occurs here, and it really improves your quality of life, helps your sanity,
and helps,
you know,
mental health.
Gets you a good night's sleep if you have some white noise in the background. And a fan doesn't cut it. Just a fan running in the background typically doesn't cut it. You need something a little bit stronger than that.
Yeah.
So really a white noise machine, or just a strong MP3 player with a good set of speakers that you have a white noise track playing will do it as well. Yep.
Number 19, expats cannot own land in the Philippines. So just be prepared, okay? Okay, this is the thing. Like, if you only, like, for me, he's married to me. So, what if I will buy a land under my name, that's fine because we're married. Yeah, we're married. But if you are still on a, if it's still your fiance or your girlfriend, and then they started like, oh, let's buy a land, do not expect that that land will be named
in your name.
In your name.
It's not.
Yeah, and then like secure first your marriage.
Yeah,
because
I mean, there's other strategies that people use as far as like long-term leases and stuff that I'm not privy to. You know, there's other stuff going on like that. You know, our children also, because they have dual citizenship, they could own land here.
Yeah.
Things like that. I'm not worried about it.
But just be prepared because, you know, if you're, you know, you might be scammed. That's what I'm trying to say. You might be scammed because
learn how to read and make sure that you are not afraid of legal documents.
Oh, yeah.
Read them and understand what they say firsthand. Don't just rely on a lawyer's assessment.
Yes.
Like learn to read yourself and read legal documents.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can talk to a lawyer, whoever you want, but make sure you understand the text yourself firsthand. And read what people are selling you, you know?
Yes. Because that's really like really tricky. Yeah. Number 20, out of stocks.
Oh, my favorite.
Like, it's really common over here that most things, you know, you might see them at the mall today, but then next week they're gone, or next month they're gone, and it will take them months before they would, you know, restock. Like, we use carbon filtration system for water. And right now, I keep going to the store and they still don't have any carbon filters.
We should just go on Lazada and order those.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that could
be. They're not going to stock them locally ever. We've been here for years. They don't stock stuff like water filters reliably.
Yes. Yeah. Like even you know, like
restaurants.
Even restaurants, you know, like you would go to a restaurant, you would expect that they have that certain food because you love the food, and only to find, oh, I'm sorry, mom, I'm out of order. And then sometimes also like you order pizza, you wanted their pizza, but then you were wondering it's only like 20 minutes, where's our pizza? Oh, ma'am, we ran out of propane. Like, we don't own a restaurant, but we have a spare propane tank. But again, like it's like that, like that's that's like common over here, you know. You go to a
businesses are not reliable in what they offer to the public.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you think of like Chick-fil-A in the U.S. running out of chicken. Yeah, it's happened, but it doesn't happen every week. And when Chick-fil-A runs out of chicken, guess what? They have some in stock by the next day, or at least 48 hours later. In the Philippines, like Burger King might be out of burgers for weeks on end. Right? Like a pizza store will be out of pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, like insane things where they just can't get stock. You know, items like half the menu items will be out of stock for weeks or months on end, and you just shrug your shoulders, and it's like, oh, this is kind of the way it works. You never know what you're going to get when you go to a restaurant because they frequently run out of inventory and they don't really make the effort to restock.
Yes.
Urgently.
So yeah, but again, it also depends where you are in the Philippines. Like if you live in BGC, I keep bringing that up, BGC, because BGC there's really a lot of Western people
really
that live there. Yeah, the whole, you know, the building infrastructure there.
That's going to be different, right?
Yeah, it's really like
they might have a better supply chain set up and
but if you but again, you know, when you live in BGC, you will live like a Western life.
You'll pay
also like Westerners. But if you wanna go to the Philippines and then really like try to, you know, to live, you know, lower cost of living, then that's also the equivalent. You know, you will not be experiencing the things that you're used to having back in your country.
Yep.
So I think that's it. So I hope you learned something new again today. And thank you so much, guys, for those positive comments that you've given to us about, you know, like you enjoy this content because you get to know the dynamics between the Philippines and his country.
Yeah.
I also enjoy this, making this content. And thank you so much, guys. I hope you like this video. Give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated of all videos of Nanay and Nay. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. Bye-bye. Share this video. Mwah.